Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics looking to get back to the NBA Finals. They kicked their second round off against a Joel Embiid-less Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid still dealing with a knee injury. Could the Sixers rally around the bearded one and steal game one? It was Harden on another level. Early, drilling threes every which way. Sixers up by 5. Here comes Boston. I want you to meet JB. He throws it down and shows you the muscles. So you done met JB. Now it's time for you to meet JT, and he had himself a quarter. Tatum going off in the second. Tatum at the rim, and then Tatum, a nasty deep three-pointer, all a part of his 20-point second quarter. It's Boston up by 3 at the half. Presumably going to run away with this game in the second half, right? No. James Harden had different plans. Harden nails the 3. We're tied up. Look at this drive from Malcolm Brogdon. The somehow, some way for his team, he just made a play. And then Brown, what can Brown do for you? Well, he can help the Celtics go up by 5 with 9 minutes and change to go in the fourth. Here comes Harden again. The crossover on Brown. And then it's Harden finishing with ease at the rim. A little more difficulty here. It's Harden stepping back and nailing the 3 to put Philadelphia up by 3. Sixers play the fourth quarter for the most part without a center, so the Celtics take advantage. It's Jason Tatum with the score. As you see, he's down on the ground, and the reason why is because, let's just say PJ Tucker accidentally hit Tatum in a spot that men don't like to be hit, don't need to be hit, should never be hit. Tatum would be okay. He would play. I think he's okay, by the way. Harden continuing to torch this Boston defense. Everybody's looking at him. He finds Tobias for 3. And then this time around, Harden seemingly got fouled. Questionable call. He's actually called for an offensive foul. Now the Celtics got the rock up a point. It's beautiful ball movement in Beantown. It's Al Horford finding Smart for the deuce. Celtics up by 4, minute 38 to go. Probably the biggest call of the game. Tyrese Maxey driving. David Guthrie calls a block. Courtney Kirkland calls a charge. If Maxey is called for a foul, that's his 6th. Celtics would have got the ball with about 90 seconds to go, up 4. It ends up being ruled a block. Maxey makes the free throw to complete the 3-point play. Celtics still up by 1 though, and they make it 3. Beautiful ball movement. This time Smart rewards Horford. Boston still up. And then it's Smart looking and finding Tatum low on the shot clock. Brogdon is going to accidentally throw it to the wrong guy. With the Sixers down a point, it's Maxey with the breakaway deuce to give Philly the 1-point lead. Boston makes free throws. They're up a point again. Now they're not, because James Harden with 8.4 seconds to go nails a cold-blooded 3-pointer to put Philly up a deuce. Last chance for Boston. Smart turns it over. The Celtics foul. Sixers makes free throws, and they steal game 1 on the road without Joel Embiid, their MVP. No excuses. We got ourselves a series now, ladies and gentlemen. Sixers 119, Celtics 115. Behind the bearded ones, playoff career high tying 45-point masterpiece. What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, the one and only. We got some real good momentum on the platform. My goal has always been 100,000 subscribers by the end of this playoffs. If you're enjoying the great quality content, make sure you subscribe to the platform for more of your boy. Appreciate the love.
Difference of 2 seconds, game clock and shot clock. Harden sizing up Horford. It's a 3. Good! Harden's got 45.
Got to give James Harden a lot of credit, and I got to give Joe Mazzulla a lot of blame. Sorry, that's what my takeaways were. I'm looking at this Boston Celtics team. They're still playing hard. I'm looking at this Celtics squad. It ain't like they quit. I got to give some blame to the one thing that's changed. The one thing that has changed for Boston is that they lost Ime Udoka. By the way, Jason Tatum has come out and said Udoka is his favorite coach ever that he's ever had. I'm looking at Joe Mazzulla, taking over with this job. I don't think he's doing a bad job by any means, but he ain't MA. That's the reality. I'm looking at this Celtics organization, and I'm definitely asking myself when I'm watching these games, damn, was it that bad? What did MA, like, who did he, should I say this? Yeah. Who did he sleep with? Can I be honest with y'all? I'm definitely asking myself that. No disrespect. I want to be respectful as possible with this platform, but y'all, I am asking myself, like, damn, who did he sleep with? Was it that bad? Y'all really gonna let this dude walk out the door? No disrespect to Joe Mazzulla. He just ain't that. He ain't that. Celtics lose a game that they should have won. Big win for Philadelphia to take home court in this series. James Harden goes 45 points. One of the things about James Harden that I did not see coming, this just kind of came out of nowhere. Harden throughout his career has not been clutch, especially past the first round of the playoffs. If you go look at his numbers, they have depreciated every year in the postseason when we get around this spot in the season, second round of the playoffs and on further. James has been different this entire year, and it's continuing in the playoffs. I don't know what this dude has done to kind of zen out. I don't know what him and Lil Baby, what trips these dudes that took. I don't know what kind of fun these dudes done had. We obviously know that's his partner, that's his dog. They have fun in the off seasons. I don't know what then zenned James Harden out, but James just seems so smooth, so cool, casual nowadays. And you just don't really see that just randomly pop up for a guy in his mid-30s. I mean, some of the shots that Harden took and made, that's a big win for James Harden. Matter of fact, you go name me 4 bigger wins in Harden's postseason career than that one right there. Don't look at some of James's numbers in the playoffs. He didn't shoot the ball bad. I mean, he was, a guy that was getting others involved. It wasn't like ball hog Harden either. He was coming off that rock. Now, he was the best thing Philadelphia had going. He was the centerpiece to their win by far. But he moved the ball. It wasn't just dribble shot. Maxey still got looks. Look, man, all I'm saying is Harden played this game the right way. If you've been following this platform for a long time, I used to say when James was in Houston, I can't watch this. This makes me cringe. I don't like dribble, step back three, dribble, crossover, try to get to the rim. Refs ain't giving them the calls in the playoffs. I don't like watching it. It was too Harden-centric. What he just did to Boston, give that man credit, was not a Harden, just an all Harden dribble, step back game. He was off the ball more. If you look at some of the threes that he made, they were not from the top of the key, except that last one to give the Sixers the lead. But some of these threes are from the left and right hashes, which is great, right? This is what I've always wanted, was for Harden to be in other spots on the court instead of the top of the key, stepping back for three. This is a big win for Harden. Now, you name me 5 bigger wins in Harden's playoff career than what he just accomplished on the road in Boston, a hostile environment at that. Beautiful game from James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers without Joel Embiid, who, by the way, this has a Kawhi Leonard undertone to it. Obviously, once the Suns eliminated the Clippers last round, the next day it came out that Kawhi had torn a ligament, what was his PCL or his MCL, and was never going to come back in that series or the next one for the Clippers. They didn't want to obviously make that out there because they were trying to keep the Suns on their toes, right? I'm saying this has an undertone to it that Joel Embiid might be hurt for longer than we think, and the Sixers just don't want to come out and say it because they're trying their best to keep the Celtics on their P's and Q's, not know when Joel Embiid's going to enter this series. He's expected to get the MVP award today, if I'm not mistaken, at some point today. I would tend to believe if Embiid were healthy enough to play, if he was 70%, he'd be out there. I mean, the fact that he's not out there, I don't think he'll be ready for game 2. And with the Sixers getting one game in Boston, you probably don't even want to bring him back. I don't know. If it's me, in a scenario like that, I kind of want to get this thing over with Boston as quick as possible. I think he's a little bit different than Jimmy Butler and the Knicks. New York's got a guy that they want to bring back in Randall, but just the way Jimmy Butler plays, I would be afraid to bring him back on a bad ankle, just with how hard he's been playing. I will rest him. If you're the Heat, you believe you can go to Miami with a healthy Jimmy Butler and get both of those games, this series against the Celtics, if I'm Philly, I'm thinking, let me get this over as quickly as possible. Let me get as many wins as I can as possible. I already know what they're going to do. They got a savvy squad over there. If you could get Joel out there, I would definitely get him out there game 2. But they might just rest him and bring him back game 3. We shall see. But this series just picked up. Look, I got the Celtics winning this series because I just had too many questions about the health of Embiid. But I can't lie to you. With the Sixers winning game 1, we got ourselves something there, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, James Harden, how about this? A 45-point masterpiece as his squad takes game 1 and they take home court of this best of 7. I'm out.